Welcome to Mount Holly, or as the locals call it, Mahali. Now we're standing in Burlington County. This place was an epicenter of the Revolutionary War. There were battles that were fought here, but right now it is a vibrant town and a great place to call home. We're standing on High Street, which is one of the two downtown areas of Mount Holly. This is the main thoroughfare, and then there's also the Millrace Village located just across the intersection, which is a co-op of small businesses that are in old homes that have been converted into shops and stores and artisans and craftsman shops and those kinds of things. Here on High Street, you're going to find everything from breweries. You're going to find some great places to grab a bite to eat. You're going to see a few dispensaries, some shops, my favorite ice cream shop in all of Mount Holly, which I'm going to show you about. And of course, we're also going to check out some cool, fun things to do around town and show you what some of the homes here are like, what they're worth, and how much money they've made over time, which is why Mount Holly is a great place to set down roots. So let's get going and let's get moving. Let's see Mount Holly. If this is your first time to the channel, my name is Braden, and my real estate partner Trey and I make videos about what living in South Jersey is all about. We get phone calls, texts, and emails from people just like you who are considering making a move to and in and around South Jersey, and we absolutely love it. So if that's you, feel free to reach out because we would absolutely love to connect with you. Today we're going to be taking a tour of Mount Holly, New Jersey, and some of the awesome things that I love about this town and why I think you might want to consider calling it home. I'm going to show you some of my favorite places to eat, sleep, drink, and play around Mount Holly, and by the end of this video, you might be considering making a move to this fantastic and affordable place to live. All right, so we're in Vincent's, which is my favorite ice cream shop, period. End of story, full stop. It's homemade ice cream. Oh God, it's so good. How many flavors of ice cream do you guys have?
35.
35 different flavors of ice cream. It's a vintage, like traditional old school ice cream parlor. Classic, classic, classic Main Street, USA. Local business. You can get the ice cream to go. You can just take it and eat it here. They got some tables. It's a great place to hang out. There's some seating outside. If you come here at nighttime, there's gonna be a little bit of a line to get in because it's popular and they are only open seasonally, so definitely take advantage of it as the weather gets warmer. I know I miss it in the off months, so definitely check it out. My favorite is their this cone that has sprinkles on it already. That's so good. All right, now I got my ice cream. Let's go check out Mount Holly. Can't wait to show it to you. Mount Holly has tons of awesome things to do. One of my favorite places to visit is Millrace Village, and we're standing in Love and Flower, which is my favorite flower shop in Burlington County. I'm biased because I helped you with the design, but I'm standing, thank you. I'm standing here with Lisa Neely, who is the owner of Love and Flower in Millrace Village. Tell us a little bit about Millrace Village.
So Millrace is a super fun part of town. It's an historic area within the main town of Mount Holly, and we are a group, a co-op of vendors, artisans, restaurants, service businesses. We've got all kinds of interesting shops and galleries. We've got a framer, we've got artists, we've got photographers, my shop, the flower shop. We've got a vintage teddy bear store, a pop store, a witch store, the coffee shop. There's all kinds of fun things to see and do. And as vendors, we work together to create a festive atmosphere throughout the year. All of the buildings are colonial buildings except for mine, which is a converted garage. And so, yeah, you get a history lesson as you navigate the village. It's a just wonderful place to be.
One of the things that I love about Mount Holly is that the Rancocas Creek has all of these offshoots that literally just kind of tuck in and around the downtown. It's not quite like Venice, but
it's fun to see all of the wildlife and the scenery by the water. We get a lot of hawks and other wildlife, which is always beautiful to see, and just a very pleasant place to be.
A lot of people who spend a lot of time in the downtown part of Mount Holly on High Street don't have any idea that this little section of shops is located just across the street. It's anchored by the Robin's Nest restaurant on the corner of Washington. And if you come back here, if you just come to explore, you're gonna find a lot of really cool vendors.
So 9 times out of 10, somebody will come in the door and say, oh, I never knew this was back here. And so we give them a map of the village and a customer loyalty card to keep them, exploring and coming back.
I love that. And there's just tons of great events for families. A lot of people don't necessarily immediately think of Mount Holly as the destination or a destination for families, but there's so many events, there's so many activities, there's museums, tons of history all around us that if you have a growing family, this is a great place to live.
It's a wonderful town to be. There are all kinds of institutions. There are great schools in Mount Holly, both public schools and religious schools. There are lots of houses of worship, whatever faith tradition that you live in, you'll find it here in Mount Holly. There's wonderful, wonderful history. There's the arts. There's lots of good eating and drinking. So if you're looking for that kind of quintessential, walkable, small town America feel, you'll find it here.
Absolutely. And where else are you going to find a shopping district that has a vintage teddy bear store and a witch shop?
2 blocks
all within 2 blocks, and you're right in the middle of it. So
Yep.
lots of good vibes. Thank you, Lisa, for having me here in your beautiful shop. I love spending time.
love you,
I feel
brother.
inspired and every time I'm here, so I love you. I'll see you soon. Let's go check out more Mount Holly, shall we? I'm at the Robin's Nest restaurant, which is definitely a keystone of the community because it's located right in the heart of downtown Mount Holly. This is a staple of families and friends, and it's a great place to come and have a fantastic bite to eat. The food is amazing. The bakery, it's top notch, and it's a perfect place for lunch or dinner in the middle or after a day of shopping, hanging out, enjoying the activities and the events going on right here in Mount Holly. And if you're coming to Mount Holly, whether to live here or just to visit, this is a must stop. Just, the food is so good, and you're gonna love the atmosphere. It's quintessential Mount Holly. One of the things that is definitely exciting about Mount Holly is that we are seeing a whole bunch of distilleries and breweries popping up. There's gonna be a cidery opening up soon in town. But the OG of all places in Mount Holly is the Trainwreck. The Trainwreck is an old train station that has been converted into a bar, and they have probably my favorite whiskey of all time. It's called Super Chief. I love it. It's super smooth. And the thing about this place is the atmosphere. In the summer, you can catch people out here with a fire pit. They have live music. They have an indoor and an outdoor section. It is quintessential Mount Holly. History mixed with modern, and it is just why I love spending time in this town. So definitely check out the Trainwreck Distillery. It's a fantastic place to hang out with your friends. Families with students living in Mount Holly will attend RV High School. Now, Rancocas Valley Regional High School serves not only Mount Holly, but also Hainesport, Lumberton, West Hampton, and East Hampton. This regional high school is known for its extracurricular programs. They have fantastic athletic programs. They have arts programs, really something for the students in your life, regardless of what their interests are. And of course, it is an absolutely beautiful school. The architecture is just stunning. It reminds me of a lot of the high school from Greece in some ways, but it's just fantastic. It's beautiful, it's on a hill, and is definitely a centerpiece of the community here in Mount Holly, and people are very proud of what this school means to the community. So definitely, not only is it beautiful to look at, but it's definitely something that those of us who live in RV are happy to have. Now, one of the really cool things about being in Mount Holly is access to great things like historic Smithville Park. And behind me is a really cool mansion that is part of the village of Smithville, which still has many buildings still intact. If you come over to historic Smithville Park, you're gonna get to explore some of these buildings. They have private tours. They have all sorts of events here year round too, which is just really cool. And if you're looking for a really pretty place to spend a day, you can walk around, you can explore, There's over 280 acres of land here that has wildlife, fishing, historic buildings, and just really cool things that you don't get to see every day. And one of the places that I love to come to spend some time, and definitely will put it on my bucket list if you're going to be spending some time or considering making a move to Mount Holly. One of the buildings you're going to get to explore in Smithville Park is the schoolhouse from 1870. It's actually a two-story schoolhouse because on the second floor is where the teacher would have lived. The first floor is traditional one-room schoolhouse. They have lots of artifacts back from when it was a schoolhouse, and just a cool part of how history still stands in the present here in Burlington County, and one of the things that I love about living here. Now behind me are many of the houses where a lot of the workers lived. This was sort of an industrial village where people would build things and manufacture things, and they lived in these really cool houses behind me here. I just think it's so incredible that a lot of this architecture still exists and it looks fantastic. So just really cool to get to see some, parts of history here. And it's just so pretty too. I mean, my God, just how gorgeous this is. Come here, take a walk. I've actually had friends get married here. Just a really, really fantastic treasure in Burlington County. Mount Holly is known for its history all throughout the town. And if you want to carry some of that history into your home, there are some historical houses that are definitely going to check a lot of boxes for you. I'm standing in front of 402 High Street. Now this is a 6-bedroom, 3-bath house that is just gorgeous from head to toe. We're talking double doors, parlors, the whole 9 yards, a gorgeous porch. And it was purchased in 1999 for just $99,500, and it's on the market today for $498,000. So you can carry some of that history with you. You can get a great deal on a house with big, majestic ceilings and carry that history home with you, whether it be on the holidays. I can just imagine putting a Christmas tree up in here or setting holiday dinners at a beautiful Thanksgiving table and enjoying all the history around you every single night when you put your head to bed, and then head on out to the streets the next day, check out the downtown, and enjoy some of the awesome amenities that Mount Holly has to offer for you. These historic homes, of course, they always have my heart, as you know, so definitely don't pass up something like this. It's a great opportunity for you. Now, maybe historic homes aren't your jam and you're looking for something a little bit more traditional. Well, Mount Holly has you covered there as well. They got tons of subdivisions just like this one that has your typical New Jersey Center Hall colonials. Behind me, 9 Braddock Way. This is a 3-bedroom, 4-bath home that, of course, it backs up to woods, which is one of my favorite things about living right here in Burlington County, is that you can have nature literally at your back door. Now, the owners of this home, they bought this house in 2013 for just $245,000, and then they sold it in 2024 for $469,000, nearly doubling their investment. If budget is on your mind, Mount Holly is going to be a great place to plant some roots because these homes are still affordable. They're still, I think, a little bit more moderately priced compared to some of the surrounding towns, and you can gain equity over time. So this is a great place if you're a little budget conscious, where I might begin my home search, is looking for something like this. If you're looking to make a great move and maybe budget is on your mind and you're thinking about how to set yourself up for the future, you're gonna wanna check out a neighborhood like this one. We're in the Mount View neighborhood of Mount Holly. Now, the homes in here are gonna give you tons of mid-century modern vibes, as they were built in the 1950s and 60s. You got some great ranchers in here, you got some split levels. The home behind me, 12 Harmon Road, is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home with a 2-car detached garage, and it was purchased in 2017 for just $211,000, resold in 2024 for $410,000 in just literally 8 short years, nearly doubling its initial price. Mount Holly is a fantastic option if your budget is on your mind, if you want to make sure that you're setting yourself up for the next move, this is a place that you're definitely going to want to consider, and this home is an example. Why? If you are just starting your home buying journey, if you are a first-time home buyer, you're gonna have tons of options in here, and there's great things to do in the community, which is why I'm frequently telling people to think about Mount Holly for your first home. Definitely could be a really smart move for you, and more importantly, for your future. Thank you so much for joining me today on this tour of Mount Holly. As you can see, it's a town that is full of history, great shopping, restaurants, an awesome downtown, activities for everybody of all walks of life, and homes, whether you're looking for something historic or looking for something more traditional and modern, we got it for you right here in Mount Holly. If you're considering making a move in South Jersey, definitely hit us up. Give Trey and I a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We love to talk about all things that are so South Jersey, and love showing you right here on YouTube what greater living in South Jersey is all about. So definitely hit us up, and until then, see you guys real soon.